greens with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Football Team. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Again, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fisher. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Looking to throw. Fisher. And that's going to be Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fisher. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fisher. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
To number 82.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Barton. That's taken in by Henderson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
26.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Brings up a
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Barton. From across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
They run with Henderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action. Barton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
47-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And the ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He completes it to Cole. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
1st and 10.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Throwing on 1st down. Barton. His throw caught at the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Bears pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Fisher. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Off the play fake. Barton. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After a one-point game, 7-6. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action. Barton. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun. Barton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
At the Bears' 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Barton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Fisher. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fisher. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Bears first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fisher. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Fisher. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Barton. Going to throw right side here, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on 2nd down, Barton. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down. Barton. For the left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Barton. He's into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Off the play fake. Barton. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Barton eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cohen. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
That one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barton. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fisher. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. From the gun on 3rd down. Fisher firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Operating from the gun. Fisher over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Fisher. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bears 21, Washington 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they get coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Barton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Beasley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Henderson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
1st and 10 at the 11.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 19.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barton. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 13 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Fisher. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the gun, Fisher. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Weber. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fisher. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Fisher. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Bears.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry is Henderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Barton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
7-yard line.
probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Barton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Well, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes again. And he gets this one down to the 24. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Fisher. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. For the lead, here's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now the extra point.
Point after.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here.
Bears 31, Washington 29.
Send them. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. From the parking lot as time expires. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly.
Finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore. The Bears, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.